How you doing, y'all? Yep, just got back in my room and figured I'd do my day 2 orientation video. It's funny, man. I I told the girls I was going to do one. They said I asked permission, and then I had to ask the head recruiter there if it's okay, if company policy. And I said, yeah, that's good. So I walk in the office this morning, and guess what? Two ladies in the office are watching the video. They watched it on YouTube because I get done here, I'll upload it on video. So day 2, man, I went and met with the shop guy, the head shop guy, and he told me what you do when you get to the yard. You got a little piece of paper you leave in your truck at all times in the driver door, and just fill out what's wrong with it, because they're going to run your truck through the shop every time you come in the yard, if at all possible. And told me to stay behind the yellow line, and went over to the trailer and showed me where you put the trailer write-up sheet, because they're going to look at the. I'm loving it, Dwayne, so far. So did that. Then what did we do? We went over some more. What the hell did I do? Oh, they issued me my truck. I had to go. They gave me the keys to my truck 1919, for all those Martin Truex fans out there. The number 19 in 19. So that means it's a 2019 Volvo 760. Their 2020s are the 860s, but this one's plenty big enough for me, man. All that it don't have that the 860's got is the bed doesn't turn into a table, but it does have some kind of table that pulls out of the wall of the sleeper. So I haven't figured that out yet. The only thing wrong with mine is the one of the sleeper windows is broke, but I'm sure they'll get that fixed. It don't matter. Doesn't look too bad with a little bit of duct tape holding it closed. Other than that, it's got 107,000. I did a video on it. If you want to look on my wall, I did a. What'll I be pulling? We pull a bunch of freight out of Denver, cakes and cookies and cheesecakes. We haul a bunch of meat. We haul it out anywhere in the country, and then all of our reloads come back to Denver. So then for lunch today, she gave me the option of ordering from the same place, Mexican place I did yesterday, or Chinese. Well, Mr. Mike motherfucking Miller, he picked Chinese food, so I ordered a lunch combination, and it's damn good, dude. And then the safety lady came in and talked to me for about 2 hours. Went over the sheet. She's a real nice lady, dude. We're bullshitting a lot of the time, but real cool lady, man. Knows her stuff. So that was my day, man. I checked in the truck and had a big old checklist of make you check your permit book. Make sure you got that Oregon permit. I got that ticket, if you guys know, back with Hearst back. And then they pulled my license when I worked for Holland, and that's when I went back to my California license and all that shit. So you got to make sure you got the right permits for all the different states you run in. They must run some alcohol in Kentucky, because they got a Kentucky alcohol license hauling, or a Kentucky alcohol permit in there. So I don't think I've ever seen one of them. I'm sure I've had one, but just didn't ever look for it, I guess. That's pretty cool. The radio's got Sirius, built-in Sirius on it. Thing I like about it is, dude, it's got on the dash, it has 2 USB plugs and a 12-volt plug. Down by the cup holder, it's got one 12-volt plug. Above my head, to just right of the driver's seat, it has a 12-volt plug. I've never seen so many of them. It's got one over by the passenger seat. It's got like a couple places in the back to plug in for your shore power, I call it, for the 1500, or not 1500, 2500. That's fucking awesome. That's the biggest one I've seen a company actually put in. This company does a lot of stuff that others don't. And they, 2500 watts. So I'm going to be able to use all my, I got a Keurig for the truck. Yeah, Evan Williams, yeah. I got a Keurig for my truck. I got a toaster oven for my truck. I got a microwave for my truck. I got a Instapot for my truck. So load's supposed to load. My first load's supposed to head towards LA or whatever to go to the house and load up all my stuff, and then I'm gonna take off time a little early because my daughter Naomi Jean Miller is getting married to Aaron, a real nice guy. I've met him a couple times, three times. They're getting married on Father's Day, so that'll be my Father's Day present. My middle and last daughter to be married will be getting married somewhere. I don't know. I was gonna ask her that today, where she's getting married at. I don't know. Somewhere, I think up by like Tualatin. I think that's the last time I heard her talk about it, but I'm not sure. She did a e-invite thing, and I don't remember where to look to see. So other than that, dude, I'm loving this company, man. Tomorrow I'm going to do my road test and then wait for my drug test to get back and hopefully load out and hopefully don't have to drive all night. But they do it some night driving, and I'm not the biggest night driver, you know what I mean, since I've gotten older. Right, when I started in my 20s, I could do it, but now it sucks, especially if you got to do it 3 or 4 days in a row. But we shall see, Roger. Other than that, dude, the company sounds badass. You load out of Denver. Say I go to California, my reload will come back to Denver. I'll more than likely drop it in the yard, pick up a trailer in the yard, haul ass east with it with up 12 stops on it and shit. You can do the unload yourself. They're going to certify me in pallet jack and forklift. I took a forklift test. I've drove forklift at the Mathers, and I worked at Home Base. If anybody remember the Home Base stores, I drove it for Home Base up in Salem. So, and I drove it on construction sites, the off-road one, but that don't count. But still, when it fork maneuver this shit. So that'll be cool, and I think it starts at 30, 20, 30, 40, 50, and then the rest of them are $50 a piece after that for the stop. So some guys make $1,500 a trip back to like North Carolina and shit. Go back there and do 6, 8, 10, 12 stops. It's my kind of money, brother. Yeah, and insurance starts after 60 days, and it's looking like it'll be like $60 a week for me, which is Cigna Medical, Cigna Dental, Cigna Vision, and there's a life insurance, and after a year you can do a profit sharing 401k, and they'll match the first, I think it's 3%, 100%, and then they'll do 50% on the next 2% or something. So I think that's what they said. And also, I was talking about the orientation pay, because they give you $250, and then they pay you minimum wage, which is, I looked it up today, it's $11.50. So they pay you $11.50 for all the hours you're in orientation. And I've been in orientation like 7 or 8 hours each day, so something like that. And you take a lunch period too, so that's a little different than anywhere I've ever been. It's usually a flat fee. Like last one I worked for Giltner, they gave you a $500 com check when you got out of orientation. Some of them will give you a gift card or whatever at Walmart plus money and shit like that. So I'm loving it so far, guys. So if anybody's looking to sign on, man, message me and I'll give you my info and give you who to talk to and all that. The head guy's out for a little while on vacation, I guess. So one of the ladies there does part of the orientation stuff. She's taking over his spot. So yeah. And they told me today you can live anywhere in the United States. So one guy asked about living in Tennessee, if he could sign on. I said, yeah. And she says, yeah, we hire basically everywhere in the United States. And they'll fly you into Denver and put you up in this nice Super 8, feed you, you get free breakfast here. They feed you lunch at the yard and give me a $15 card for the Perkins restaurant in the parking lot. Had me a kick-ass salad and soup last night and had $2.50 left over to leave as a tip. Perfect. So, all right, you guys, you got any questions about working here? And I don't know it. I'll find out the answer for you. So message me or whatever on here. I'm going to upload this to my YouTube channel. I'm also sending it to like 4 or 5 trucking groups. So, all right, you guys. Yeah, I'd like to come see you guys there, Mr. Long Wing, you and old Dickface, and that sexy girlfriend you got. All right, man. Talk to you guys later. Love y'all. Bye.